Thanks for joining us for Get Connected with Anoka County. I'm Rusty Ray, and joined again today, as always, by Brian Hronski, City of Lino Lakes Recreation Supervisor. How you doing?
Good.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, nice to see you too. Thanks for having me.
A lot going on in the City of Lino Lakes. It was a busy summer, and you had a lot of the things you were telling us about before. It seemed like it was pretty popular, those big events, the concert event, then the corn roast, and the Blue Heron Days. How did that go for you guys? Was there new things you tried and things that worked?
Yeah, we got off to a little bit of a rough start because our Rockin' in the Park event got rained out, unfortunately. So I was a little nervous because I was hoping that wasn't going to set the tone for the rest of the big events we had. But I was glad that we had awesome weather for the 9th annual corn roast, and I knew right away when I looked out at the crowd. I said, "Oh man, it's going to be a busy night." Actually, we had a little bit of a malfunction. My corn roaster didn't work, so we didn't get the corn up and running until about 5 o'clock, which is about 2 hours later than normal. But other than that, it was a great night. The weather was fantastic, and it was easily the largest crowd that we've had. We had some new things this year. We had a balloon artist and a professional face painter, and they were just swamped all night long. And we had a new band this year, and they were excellent. So food was great. I mean, we sold record numbers of amounts of food, and yeah, it was just a really fun night. We had our raffle again, brought in some substantial dollars that help offset the cost of the event. But as I was sitting there, I was thinking, boy, we could probably sit out here all night. People were having that much fun. And then Blue Heron Days went off really well this year. And again, really great weather, and that's always what we're kind of hoping for. And we had a really pretty nice crowd. I want to say it was probably as big as we had last year. Again, we had a lot of we had some new vendors out there this year. We had some new attractions with our bounce house and our activities for the kids, and I think they really enjoyed it. And really good food, great weather, great music. The business expo put on by the quad business group did a fantastic job, and again, great weather, and it's going to be a fun day. So
you guys put a lot of planning, a lot of effort into those, but now back to school, you guys aren't stopping and aren't resting. There's always stuff going on, and it's the time of year where things are kicking off and people are back into their normal routine, and you guys have plenty of opportunities for families and kids and everybody, right?
Yeah, we're actually really getting heated up right now with our fall soccer and fall flag football, so some sports. And those are in full swing. And actually, our flag football starts this evening. So have a number of kids in that program, and I think we have close to 200 kids playing fall soccer. So we're going to be busy with that. Again, highlighted by big events coming up. That's one of the things we really pride ourselves on in the department is putting on great community events. I know on Friday, October 25th, our Little Goblins Party, which is actually in conjunction with Wargo Nature Center. And I like that event because, well, it's a preschool Halloween event. Kids and families come in costume. That's why I like it. And I like that we work with Wargo Nature Center because it provides kind of that spooky backdrop. It's kind of out in the middle of the woods. And it kind of has that Halloween feel. So we decorate their building, and I work with Todd over at Wargo to put on a really nice event. We do some games for the kids. They can do, like, we have Halloween themed games, so they can win prizes, and we have some craft projects. They can kind of go outside and do some hiking. We have like a flashlight hike outside, and then of course your cookies and drinks and hot chocolate. So it's a nice 2-hour event to kind of kick off, Halloween. And then the following weekend, I think this year will be our 21st annual Gobbler Games, which is basically, it's a family-oriented event where parents and kids come and they actually team up as a team, and they do the various games in the gymnasium. Like, they'll shoot free throws, or they'll do a football toss, and you'll get scored, and then at the end, you kind of add up the parent and the kid's score, and the winner will get like a gift card to Target, and so it's fun. It's it's a light competition, but the kids and the moms and dads, really get into it, because if they have like a couple kids, like the mom will play with like the son, and the dad will play with the daughter, and they'll kind of compete as a team, kind of against each other, but then against everybody that's there. And we'll have some other activities, some coloring, and some light refreshments and things like that. And then our secret holiday shop, which will be December 10th and 11th. That's 4:30 to 7 p.m. That's at City Hall in the community room. And that's fun because the kids get to come, and they actually come in with a list, and they come in with money, and the parents can't come into the room with them. And we have all these gifts lined up, so they can like buy for their moms or dads or grandmas, grandpas, brothers and sisters, and then we wrap the gifts for them. They buy them, we wrap them, and then they bring them out to their parents. Their parents have no idea what the kids just bought, so it's like the child gets a chance to kind of Christmas shop, and we've been doing that a number of years. It's been real popular.
It seems like with these events, the theme is families involved together, and it's not necessarily just athletic in nature. It can be that, like that last event you just described there. That seems to be pretty important, and people in Lino Lakes may not realize that these events, that the city is actually behind these events. Is that important for you to get the word out about that, and let the folks know that there's a lot in the city going on that the city is actually putting together?
Yeah, I mean, it really is, because, we're really trying to build community, and I know everybody says that, um, but for me personally, when I see, families come into our events and having such a good time, and a lot of them are very low cost, like the Gobbler Games is free.
Hmm.
They come in, and they can do the whole event for free, and it's a couple hours, and then they had a good time. And a lot of them have come, over the years. Sometimes they'll see a family for the first time that never heard of the event, and they'll say, "Oh, we didn't. How long have you been doing this for?" And I say, "Well, it's our 19th year," and they're like, "19 years? Like I didn't know about till this year." So as much as we can kind of get that word out. I mean, some people, it's old hat for us, but for a
Hmm.
lot of people, it's their first time, and so that's fun for me
Hmm.
to kind of expose new people to our events and community activities.
A lot of those family events, as we said, but also a lot going on for senior citizens in the community, a lot of activities and a lot of chance for them to maybe try something new or learn something new.
Yeah, we try to really, our resources aren't, as big as some other cities, but I think we do a good amount with what we have. And through the summer, things kind of died down a little bit with the seniors. We do some of our summer, trips.
Mhm.
We went to the Twins game this summer, and we had another really nice trip down to Wabasha.
Mhm.
But now that the fall started, we're starting back up the second Friday of each month. We have our book club, and we have kind of a nice little following with that. And then we have like a number of other activities, weekly activities with like, cribbage and bridge and 500. So if you go to our website, I get calls all the time from seniors. Like, "Oh, I see, you guys play bridge on Tuesday. Can you tell me more about it?" So, there's an active group doing those things. And then I know that actually North Metro
Mhm.
TV is coming out on October 9th to do kind of a history movie presentation. It's free. And, we're going to do some refreshments for the seniors, and they'll come out, and maybe 7 or 8 or 10 people will show up. But I think that will be a really fun event.
Pretty
'Cause
popular. Yeah,
yeah, and
yeah. Our Eric Houston does those here at North Metro TV. He's offering classes at libraries. He does them here in our studio, but events like this with our different cities share some of his kind of movie trivia knowledge and some history, and people really seem to enjoy it.
And I was grateful because he reached out to me, and I didn't even,
Hmm.
I was glad he did, because I didn't know that
Right.
there was somebody out there that did that. So I jumped on it. I said, "Oh, we'd love." He said he wanted to,
Yep.
come out to Lionel. So I was really excited about that, and I think our seniors will enjoy that. And then we have some really fun trips coming up this fall. So I won't highlight them all, but it's all the information's on our website and Facebook. So seniors can. There's plenty to do now that we're kind of starting back into the main part of the season again.
And already looking ahead to the winter, hiring, or will probably soon be hiring warming house attendants and things like that, ready for the outdoor ice and snow activity.
Yeah, and that's one thing if there's anybody out here in TV land today, if you have, son or daughter or a college student around, or even if, moms or dads that are looking for a part-time job to, always looking for warming house attendants. We have 3 sites, and I usually hire about 9 staff for that, and there's a lot of turnover because kids sometimes they work for me one year and then they go off to college in North Dakota the next year, so they're obviously not going to work in Lino Lakes. So yeah, if anybody's interested, the applications for the warming house position, we're taking apps right now, and there's lots of info on our website on that, and they can get that over to me.
All the info there on the website about these events. You mentioned that there are some senior trips. Information there. Where can we find that website, social media?
Yeah, we're very active on Facebook. That's one of the things that we've really kind of made a presence on. We've expanded our following, and just a lot of updates on classes and cancellations for weather, or there's always updates and multiple updates to remind people that there's still time to sign up. And then if you go into our city website through the Parks and Rec, they'll tab the seniors and kids activities and family events are all on there, so pretty easy to find there.
Okay, all right. Brian Hronski, thank you very much, helping us get connected with Anoka County and a busy season for the city of Lino Lakes.
Yes, thanks again for having me, Rusty.
Absolutely. Good to see you again. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us for Get Connected with Anoka County with North Metro TV. I'm Rusty Ray.